Taka! As for Gundam's axolotl, Gundam happily shows Taka an axolotl in a bucket. If there's anyone who would have that axolotl in a bucket ready to be like, behold! this adorable water creature, fear it! Gundam Tanaka, supreme overlord of axolotls and buckets. Good day, good people. It's another fine day in the year of the Zenith Toonling. Dave, Anomaly, the Anomalicars. Few know me as the man who's ready to drink some water, because let me tell you, it's important to stay hydrated in this summer heat. Welcome back to As I Take a Swig of Water. Woo! Danganronpa Hunger Games. This episode was an idea from the comments, I believe, Lady Skeletati. We have a lot of bangers, if you will, in these games. I'm talking about Danganronpa, I'm talking about Rebel Heart, the Scrum Debate music, Samurai Woman. There's a lot of bangers. And so, this is the battle of the bangers. Oh yes, that's right. We're taking some of the prominent music that's used in this series, and we are picking the characters that most represent, or best represent rather, those sections, those pieces rather. And the winner takes the best banger in Danganronpa Hunger Games. That's what we're going for, but also it's red versus blue. There's secret achievements, there's singles action, and there's our champions whose sprites I need to get ready after I finish announcing everyone who's here. So first and foremost, we got the music you're hearing right now, Danganronpa, the regular Danganronpa music. We got the protagonist here. 2 from blue team, 2 from red team, Hajime and Komaru from blue, Makoto and Shuichi from red. I'm talking Scrum Debate. Should I be like going through? Maybe I should. Scrum Debate is led by your Agent of Chaos for singles action, Togami. And here as well is Kokichi. With them, Nagito and Junko. Ready to argue up a storm, and then we go on. And we see, you might not recognize the name of this one, but it's Pressing Pursuit. It is the music that represents your saving grace picks. I'm talking about Genocide Jack, I'm talking about Munakata, I'm talking about the Great Gozu, and I'm talking about Taka. 2 members of red, 2 members of blue, all of them, you know, have a certain fire inside of them, ready to cause a change. Ready to cause a change. And one of my favorites, one of your favorites too, these 4 with the same heartbeat as that of a samurai woman, Tenko, Sakura, no explanation needed, Peko, clearly no explanation needed, Kotoko, not really an explanation needed either, she's the leader of the fighters. Don't talk about Fight Club, Kotoko runs Fight Club. And as we keep going, you know, after Samurai Woman, we might end up in a little crisis. A crisis. A fate. Gundam, Mondo, Nagisa, Kazuichi. It's a crisis of fate, and these 4 represent it best. At a crisis, they take matters into their own hands. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, it's one of my favorites, if I'm being completely honest. Whenever you get shopping, you hear a little bit of Rebel Heart at Avi's Wares and Despairs. Ibuki and Leon representing blue team, and then Kibo and Hiroko all here. Rebel Heart. Hiroko. A part of the Rebel Resistance, the Resistance and Ultra Despair Girls. Kibo, already, he's a rebel. In that last chapter, he was the Rebel Heart. Leon. You know what I think of Leon? I think about a rebel without a cause. That's Leon. And Ibuki, she just fits the bill. But there's a difference between rebellious and just downright violent. This song hasn't been in the shuffle for too long. But every time it has been, things get a little crazy. Teru Teru, Crazy Hyoko, Extra Large, Izuru, and freaking Saika. Some of the most violent competitors in these games, and after violence, we always get a classic, Clair de Lune 4. Kaede, Kaito, Mikon, Seiko. And those four, take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. All represent Clair de Lune, a little sadness in their own existences. Kaito, clearly, very sad that he's never won. Kaede, though, she's won plenty, but you know, she is Miss Clair de Lune, so we couldn't leave her out of this group. And when you come to the tail end of it, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what group you are in, you are absolutely, positively, without a doubt, glorious! And that leaves us with Yuta. That man's unstoppable. Mew, the first undisputed Mew. Right, don't forget about her. Chihiro. The one and only. The ultimate. And Chiaki. Who is the only person to win 2 times when Chaos reigns. Is the only person to win singles and tag team action when Chaos reigns. If that isn't domination, not just any domination, glorious domination. I don't know what is, but hey, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta get these championship sprites real quick. It's funny because I had the link open. I really sincerely did have the link open, but here we go. Good. Submit. Great. Play that music again. Not that one. It's the music, the Battle of the Bangers, and I'm playing the wrong music. It's the, we're playing Danganronpa Start. Actually, we shouldn't even really be playing that, because I'm gonna ask you first, second, and third, first of all, you know, make those comments. Those comments are important, like this one, that one, and that one. But there's something else we need to do, because there could be one more person entering this match, and it could be because of Togami, and you know why. In 3, 2, 1. Togami spun 2 times in one episode. Like, okay, dropping this. Okay, let's not drop it. 2 times in one episode. Last week. This week, he's back again. Just spinning once this time. He sees Teru, and he's begging for a title unification match. But here's the thing. If he causes a title unification match, and if both of the champions, well, I guess we've never had an Agent of Chaos who's not a Danganronpa character. That could technically happen if Togami wins when he reigns Chaos. Because then it's a Chaos transferal, so it would technically go to Mizuki, and it would go to Mizuki, and it would go to Teru. In the rare instance, Mizuki would be the only character to ever hold singles and tag team Chaos at the exact same time. That would be unique, but let's even see if it will reign Chaos today. It's a 15% chance. And I'll tell you what, that 15%, it might be something. Oh, it is something. Oh, I gotta add Mizuki. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. No, I am not effing with you right now.
And just like that, okay! The following matchup is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the Danganronpa Hunger Games Champion of Champions title. And so when I ask you first, second, and third, things have changed around here. Technically, this is great for Red Team, because I'll be frank, Red Team is doing tremendously terrible in Red versus Blue. Mizuki gives Red Team an ever so slight advantage. Ever so slight. The episode was cut 50-50, they will all be cut 50-50 at this point. However, Mizuki being here has caused a little shift, and Red Team has the advantage today. I put her on Samurai Woman because, I mean, you know, I could have put her in one by herself, but she fits in Samurai Woman, she really does. Make your picks first, second, and third because this is now for the Champion of Champions title. Who will it be? I don't know, but I'm excited to find out. If I had to make my picks, I got Togami for first. I want to see the first ever Chaos Transferal, and I want to see it transfer to 2 people, and I want to see Mizuki hold both singles Agent of Chaos and tag team Agent of Chaos at the same time. For second place, the great Gozu. That man looks like he's ready for AV Mania, baby. But I got him for second, and for third, give me my employee of the month, my man's Nagisa. And I didn't ask you guys last week, and I didn't tell you guys last week. Let me know, who are your singles ride or dies? Make those in the comments too. I have my singles ride or die, and they are here today. My singles ride or die is Pekka. I love Pekka, I really do. I don't say this enough. Pekka is one of my favorite characters. She is my singles ride or die. She's never held gold, and this is her season. I don't know it. I feel it in my bones, and today might be her day. Are you ready to find out? I know you are. But without further ado, the title is now on the line, so let's find out how many times we're simulating, ladies and gentlemen. Asnir, would you please? And I'm sure he's here, isn't he? No, of course he's. This is my harmonica. Now I never let you guys know I'm a professional harmonica player. You want me to play you a ditty? I don't mind if I do. No, my harmonica. I wanted to play a ditty. But I guess I'm just seeing how many times we're simulating for this championship opportunity. 15% Togami, I gotta say, the odds were not in your favor. But hey, even if you lose, you just go back to 5%. You weren't wasting any time this season. You said let's unify these titles, and unify these titles we shall with the most classy of all numbers. The most spicy of all numbers. I'm talking not 1 time, not 2 times, not 3, or even 4. But for the spiciest of RNG, for the most electrifying title unification match that there's ever been. There's only technically been 2. It happens today in singles action. Mizuki and Teru are faced with 5 resimulations. Champion of Champions title on the line. Togami wins Chaos Transferal. Kokichi could hold both titles at the same time. There's so many things that could happen. Mizuki could retain. Teru could be the only person to retain twice. There's so many things that could happen in this game. It could be history making, but for right now, we can only do one thing, and that's find out what will unfold by proceeding. It all begins with Kaito getting freaking last. Hey, yo, Horn Bears, thank you. Kaito, my guy. Kaito. My guy. My guy. Kaito. And, kinda hurts. kind of hurts, but hey. Nagito finds a torn photo of Junko within his pocket with the word friend scribbled on the back. Huh, you're sure about that? Kaito and Munakata get into a fight with Teru and Nagisa, but the champion and the employee of the month survive. Kaito and Munakata, they're out of this one. Their championship dreams for today squandered. Makoto grabs a chainsaw. Yuta travels in from a past game in his blue police call box. Is it a game that he won? Is this the freshest Yuta we've ever seen? Is this the dominant Yuta? Has he returned? Let's find out. Kazuichi ignores the games and goes looking for food. Mikon is beaten to death with a chair by Leon. We gotta protect our Mikons. Kotoko cries out in despair, accomplishing nothing. Kamaru ignores the games and goes looking for food. Shuichi runs away from the cornucopia. Hiroko grabs a backpack and retreats. Taka finds a model cornucopia inside of the cornucopia. Kibo runs away from the cornucopia. Sayaka rides into the arena on a flying bison. Is Sayaka the Avatar? Oh my. Ibuki feels begs for one of the weapons Mizuki's picked up. She feels bad and reluctantly gives it to Ibuki, who immediately kills Mizuki with it. That's technically... I'm reaching. I promise I'll reach it. I wasn't prepared to grab it today. That's technically a new champion alert. 1 out of 2. Technically, do I hit it? I do technically hit it. It is technically right now a new champ alert, but maybe not. Because Teru is still in. Azuru grabs as many weapons as possible in case a 1 was rolled today. Gozu and Chiaki fight for a bag. Gozu gives up and retreats. Crazy Oko finds a vision in the cornucopia. Why would the Archons just leave something like that here? Gundam runs away from the cornucopia, as does Hajime. Chihiro cozies up to Mondo and Genocide Jack looking for allies. Mew smashes a healing potion over the Agent of Chaos's head, damaging and healing him simultaneously. Seiko severely slices Sakura with a sword. No 2 times for Sakura today. However, Seiko could be the next person to have held tag team gold and have held singles gold at some point. She's never had singles gold, but she wants to make that happen today. Kaede will not get another one under her belt because a group of alligators called a congregation. Oh yes! Kaede wants to be a preacher and lets a congregation of the alligators loose in the arena. That's not good. Tinko's sick and tired of these reptiles, including alligators. Grabs a net, grabs a head, joins Avi's animal control. Kokichi runs away from the cornucopia. Peko runs into the cornucopia and hides. Kaede actually lives. She just lets the alligators in here. Hopefully that doesn't, you know, turn out bad for her. We'll go to the next round and we'll see. Taka shows Leon his murder list. At the top is Leon's name. It's in bold too. Teru was being a clown. Well, I mean, it happens. Komaru wants me to give Donuts a chance. Well, I do love donuts. Nagito forces Mondo to kill Gozu or Kibo. He decides to kill them both. Mondo's not looking for second place today. Gundam, Makoto, and Tinko do the torture dance whilst torturing Yuta. Kotoko strangles Togami with her brand new socks. She's like, oh my socks. I'm looking swell in these socks, and then strangles Togami. Shiro finds the remains of a Viking ship. Kaede asks Kokichi if everything's okay. Peko, Mew, Genocide Jack, and Nagisa play cards. Ibuki and Hajime kiss awkwardly underneath the mistletoe. Crazy Yoko extra large. Trapped in a box. Small device. Deadly poison every hour. Is she dead? Is she alive? When we proceed, we're gonna find out. Azuru asks for Kazuichi's axolotl. Kazuichi happily shows, oh my gosh. Azuru, an axolotl in a bucket. Shuichi hopes that Avi doesn't jinx him. Junko wonders if her friend, don't forget friend, Nagito has Nagito insurance, and Sayaka sets off an explosive, killing Hiroko, Seiko, and Chiaki. Sayaka's not playing games. Sayaka has never won a championship before. Could it be Sayaka's moment today? I don't know, but it is indeed 12 cannon shots already. A dozen competitors gone. With the saddest of all moments for... Gosh darn it, Kaito! Munakata, Mikon, Mizuki, Sakura, Gozu, Kibo, Togami, Crazy Hiyoko, extra large, Momo, Seiko, Chiaki. We'll peek at everybody's statuses. I don't remember how many people we had. I'll be completely frank with you, but we're about to find out, aren't we? 25 remain, just over a standard size game. We still have the entirety of Danganronpa. Scrum Debate only lost the Agent of Chaos. There will be no Chaos Transferal. Pressing Pursuit still has Jack and Taka. Taka is in a unique position as well. Former World Pancake Champion, former Tag Team Champion with Hajime. Hajime and Taka are part of great tag team, past tag team Fusion Ha. If Taka wins today, could be the second ever Triple Crown winner. Tinko, Peko, and Kotoko, all of Crisis of Fate, half of Rebel Heart, Ibuki, and Leon Megaloviolent saw Sayaka get violent. Teru started off violent. Azuru, we're waiting for you. Claire de Lune is feeling a very Claire de Lune kind of day, aren't they? Kaede tries to carry on for them, and glorious domination. Still, he's sees the ultimate. Sees Mew, and sees Yuta, who's time traveled in from a past game. Could this be one of his dominant games? We'll have to wait and see. We won't have to wait too much longer because we're about to proceed. You see, this Jack of the Championship is on the line. It's on the line, and we must proceed, and we will see. Night 1. Azuru tries to eat a turducken, but it's too much for him and he dies of stomach pain. So much for him being megaloviolent. That's not gonna happen. Shuichi misses their planned meeting with Nagisa, has a sad feeling in his chest. Yuta, Hajime, and Kotoko all share s'mores around the campfire. Junko gets killed, oh no. They're replaced with a realistic doll made in their image. Kokichi goes to the Love Hotel with Kazuichi, but somehow wakes up next to Chihiro. Taka sends Leon to jail for Mew-like behavior. Makoto steals Teru's first kiss. Teru washes his mouth with muddy water, prompting the lucky boy, who's also never held gold in this series, to kill Teru and officially causing no chaos transferal, no repeat champion or no championship retention, but instead a new champ alert. And thus, we go on. Nagito dyes his hair red. He would look like a clown. Komaru finds a big red button, presses immediately as she were drawn to the glowing red light. Fortunately, the button doesn't do anything. Gundam starts mass-producing mistletoe. Is that a threat? Sayaka develops an irrational fear of Mondo after having a nightmare about him. Genocide Jack tries to set a trap, but unfortunately she ends up trapping herself. Kaede gets killed and replaced by a realist doll made in her image, just like Junko. Goodness gracious, Tinko and Mew become the best of friends after bonding over their shared love of 17th century sea shanties, and Peko has a dream in which Ibuki is plotting to kill her. We'll proceed again to day 2 as my ride or die wishes for immortality and is promptly disqualified. I should have let it slide. I'm in charge. I would have been like, you know what? That's okay. I'm gonna allow it. Man, I hate following the rules. Taka! As for Gundam's axolotl, Gundam happily shows Taka an axolotl in a bucket. If there's anyone who would have that axolotl in a bucket ready to be like, behold! this adorable water creature, fear it! Gundam Tanaka, supreme overlord of axolotls and buckets. Sayaka, Junko, Kotoko come up with a complicated escape plan. Hajime suddenly exclaims, not the Komodos! For every reason in particular, Nagito sleeps the entire day away from everyone else, and Mew is trapped in that box. Deadly poison. Is she dead? Is she alive? Proceed, we'll see. Kokichi catches the despair disease and starts posing dramatically. Tinko receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Leon receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Makoto confesses how much he's come to hate Genocide Jack. She runs away crying. Mondo eats dirt. Chef's kiss. Nagisa builds a snowball containing a rock, pecks it to the back of Kaede's head. She doesn't survive. Rest in peace to all of Claire de Lune. Chihiro sleeps the entire day away from everyone else, and shockingly enough, Claire de Lune is out first in an episode where we don't hear Claire de Lune because it's a championship episode. Chihiro sleeps the entire day away from everyone else. Komaru decides to do Yuta's free time events. Komaru thinks he's gotten a lot closer to Yuta today. They were close for all of like 6 minutes before Yuta exploded. Ibuki has balloons. Kazuichi comes along and pops them. Ibuki proceeds to kill Kazuichi for destroying her balloons, and Shuichi unknowingly eats toxic berries. I was low-key rooting for Shuichi as well, but we will proceed. Another 7 are gone. And so, after this saddest of all moments, 4. Azuru, Teru, Peko, Mew, Kaede, Kazuichi, Shuichi. So I kind of just stared there, and I totally see that I spelled Megalovania, Megalovania. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we're just gonna keep going. That didn't happen. In fact, of course I spelled it wrong. Sayaka's on that team. Of course I'd sabotage her. Danganronpa almost completely, and they just lost Shuichi. I was low-key hoping for Shuichi, but you know what? I'd be fine with any of the rest of the team too. Scrum debate styles Kokichi, Nagito, and Junko pressing pursuit. Also, Nagito's never held singles gold. Unfortunate for him, but maybe he could turn that around today. Genocide Jack is here to show the world with Taka who still wants to be Triple Crown Taka. Samurai Woman sees Tenko and Kotoko, both people never held gold. Can they change that today? Crisis of Fate sees Gundam, Mondo, and Nagisa. Gundam actually the only person on that team who's never held gold. The other two have seen Tag Team Gold, and Mondo has seen Pancake Gold as well. This is a unique opportunity for Mondo as well, because he could as well become a Triple Crown champion. Ibuki has held that gold before. Leon has never held singles gold before. That could change today. Freaking Sayaka has never held a piece of gold. Yuta, he's decked out in gold. He's a former tag. He's former champions on multiple accounts. Chihiro's here as well. Already been singles champion, wants to do it one more time, but I have to tell you a secret. It's not really a secret. There's 18 people left. None of these secret achievements have hit, but it's still possible for a few of them to hit. Let's proceed and see if they do hit with your final 18. It is night 2. Makoto gets also killed and replaced with... There's so many realistic dolls today. What's going on? Goodness gracious. Nagito sets up a rival store for Avi's Wares and Despairs. Yuta, who works at Yoko's, is sick and tired of people from Avi's Wares and Despairs burning it down, so he burns down Avi's Wares and Despairs. Ha ha! Ha ha! There's about to be a bounty on that man's head. Chihiro exploits Gundam's kindness and has him do a very humiliating task for him. Genocide Jack hates Hajime so strongly, she created a squad against Hajime. Was it Hajime who said that he disliked Genocide Jack and she ran away crying? Is this continuity? It might not be. Sayaka dyes her hair green. If it's a pale green, maybe. Ibuki obnoxiously snoring. It renders Kotoko, Tenko, and Junko unable to sleep. Kokichi ain't afraid of no ghosts. Komaru's actually fairly terrified by some ghosts, and you know, she has experiences with ghosts, so you know, I don't blame her for that. Leon sets up camp for the night. Mondo and Taka settle their dispute over an intense game of rock, paper, scissors, and Nagisa finds the Dark David in the arena and befriends it. I don't think we lost anyone today. But that's about to change because here comes the feast. It's not the feast. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you hate Nagisa? 0. 0. That's my employee of the month. Nagito searches for firewood. Kotoko works for both Avi's and Yoko's because she is in extreme debt. Gundam makes a Danganronpa rewrite where Ibuki is the protagonist. Komaru puts on cat ears on Junko. She's actually very embarrassed about this. Really? I thought Junko would just rock it. Taka freaks out completely upon seeing a painting of dogs playing poker. Hajime trips on a comically placed banana peel, falls on his bottom. Genocide Jack decides to lend me a hand. That's squad goals right there. Squad goals. Kills the Komodo dragon that's loose in the arena. Leon is the best there is. Leon is the best there was. Gosh darn it, Leon's the best there ever will be. Sayaka drives up to McDonald's, wants to get an ice cream machine. I'm sorry, an ice cream. Unfortunately, the ice cream machine is broken. Mondo, Makoto, Yuta all corner Kokichi. They're like, you're not going to hold 2 titles right here, right now. But suddenly, Kokichi pulls out that grappling hook and is able to escape. Tenko hates how she acted in the past and disgusted by what she did in the past. Tenko wants to move past this phase of her life and become a better person. And Chihiro also trips on a comically placed banana peel and falls on his bottom. Did we lose a single soul? We did not, so we can just proceed again. But let me tell you, we're gonna lose 3 heavy hitters right here, right now, because Taka uses some fireworks he found to distract Yuta, and Kokichi accidentally blows everyone up in the process. Hajime sends Leon to jail for Mew-like behaviors. That's the 2nd time, Leon. You gotta get your act together. Nagisa looks at the nighttime sky. Sayaka finds Makoto hiding, then comically slaps Makoto. Part of me believes that. Gundam forces Kotoko to kill Komaru or Nagito. Of course she's not going to kill Big Sis Komaru. Nagito, unfortunately, are out of here. Tenko is getting ready for AV Mania. Junko attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Mondo and Ibuki vow to protect each other. Shiro relaxes by his fireplace, and Genocide Jack receives yakiniku from an unknown sponsor. I believe we still have a feast. I was going to say a day to get through, but this is a whole feast. A whole feast! The cornucopia is replenished with food, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Kotoko doesn't just take a staff. Leaning on the cornucopia, it's got arcane powers. She's got her full power. It's the master of the dark arts. Genocide Jack takes 1 quarter, 3 dimes, 2 nickels, and 4 pennies from the cornucopia. Leon, Nagisa, and Hajime get into a fight. Nagisa triumphantly kills them both. Nagisa's never held a singles title as well. Could be his time, could be his opportunity. Ibuki catches Komaru off guard and kills her. Rest in peace. Sayaka and Makoto don't go to the feast, neither does Mondo, and Junko bleeds out due to untreated injuries. That's my squad. Still in. I'm sorry, not Junko. Jack's still in. I was gonna say, I think Jack's still in though. Chihiro decides not to attend the feast. Tenko takes waffles from the cornucopia just to spite me. There's gonna be hands thrown, Tinko. I know you would beat me in a fight, but I'm still you're trying to get ready for AV Mania? Do you want to fight me at AV Mania? Gundam accidentally steps on a landmine. Will proceed. We still have a day to get through, and Tinko puts on a pair of stutter shades, increasing her aesthetic level tenfold, making Mondo and Nagisa envious. Sayaka shares her pancakes with Makoto. This act of kindness actually earns her entry. Surprisingly enough, as I frantically looked for a pin, didn't take too long this time, into the World Pancake Championship match, and she is not in here yet, and we are, oh no, she is in here. Yeah, she's in here. I was gonna say, we're getting very close. It's probably gonna happen next week? Probably next week? Ibuki finds a slingshot, fires it at Chihiro with such precision that it kills him. Rest in peace to the good boy. Jack doesn't believe in palindromes, and Kotoko camouflages herself in the bushes. We lost a perfect 10. Takes us to your saving grace picks as we hit the saddest of all moments for Taka, Yuta, Kokichi, Nagito, Leon, Hajime, Komaru, Junko, Gundam, Chihiro. 8. Final 8, correct? There are 8 left. 8 competitors, and I think only one of them is a former singles champion. 2 of them. 2, right? Yeah, 2. There's Jack. I was gonna say, Jack's still in, right? Jack's still in. 2 of them are former singles champions. The rest of them have never held the Champion of Champions title before. One of them could be the next Triple Crown champion. And most of all, you might need new picks. You really might. I didn't expect this game to be going the way it did by me wearing this jacket, but I must say, it is time for your saving grace picks. Are you ready? Makoto has one of the most iconic victories in this series. Makoto Naegi, the ultimate lucky boy, had the ultimate lucky victory, but he's never had luck since then. He's never held gold since then. He's never held gold in this series. Could this protagonist be the next protagonist to hold gold? He's not the only one who's never held gold. Shuichi never held gold. But could Makoto be next? Genocide Jack, she's held that singles title before. She took it off of Komaru, and they were good. They were the best of buds. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This time, she wants it again. She wants to bring it back to the squad. She wants 2 members of the squad holding gold. She wants the squad to be holding all the gold in the World Pancake Championship match. She's in that too. She could be a legend. She could hold both of those titles at the same time. She could strut her stuff. Be 2 titles, Jack. It's possible, but will it happen? Bring that title to the squad, Jack. Bring it back to the squad, Tinko. Tinko is here as well. Never held gold. Honestly, a pretty decent performer in this game. Not spectacular, but not like... She's had some memorable moments. Can Tinko take the title from that degenerate male Teru today? Kotoko. Never held gold either. Former singles Agent of Chaos. Former tag team Agent of Chaos. She's held so much chaos, but has never held gold. Will that happen today? Mondo. It could be a Cinderella story for her. Mondo, former tag team champion. Mondo, former World Pancake champion. Mondo, former second place curse holder. He was silver medal Mondo for so long, and this season we saw him get silver again, almost getting a title again. However, he couldn't. Mondo. Could this be his time? The Cinderella moment. Second place no more. No longer second place Mondo, but instead Triple Crown Mondo. It's a possibility. My employee of the month. My guy Nagisa. You love him. You love that man. It's one of the best warriors of hope that there ever was. Love that guy. Can he win singles gold for himself today? Ibuki has held this title before. Has held it again and again. Could she be a 3-time singles champion? Nobody's ever done that? She could be the first. She could be the first. 2-time tag team champion. Could she be 3-time singles champion? It's a possibility. She's been quiet for a hot second, but could this be the turnaround that she needed? Freaking Sayaka. As much as we butt heads, if there is anyone deserving of holding gold, it might be her. She's a menace in this game. In these games, she's had so many wins, so many KOs, but 0 gold to show for it. Can freaking Sayaka finally get hers today when chaos reigns. I'm not sure, but the picture yours and yours alone, first, second, and third, I will make mine as well. For first, my employee of the month, Nagisa. I got him winning this one. I got him taking it home. For second place, give me Tinko, because you know what? As much as she's getting ready for AV Mania and taunting me with waffles, I must say with certainty she kind of deserves it. But for third, I gotta pick the one who really deserves it. Give me freaking Sayaka. I don't want to see her win, but you know what? I would give her roses. She kind of deserves it. But if we look at this, there are 4 members of blue team and 4 members of red team remaining, if I'm looking at this right. Blue, 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 and then red, 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 red. Correct. 4 members red team, 4 members blue team. It is right down the middle in our final 8. Red team needs this victory. In fact, if they could get a sweep, it would significantly close that gap. If they would get and this is the championship episode, do not forget about that. If they sweep and win, they steal the lead because it's no longer worth 5 points, it's worth 10 points for the championship match, and the championship is on the line. This is very important. Blue could run away with it, red could catch back up and steal first place. Can they do it? I'm not sure. But all 8 of these competitors know that it's not just on themselves, it is for their teams. And the 8 of them are holding on to a hope far beyond our comprehension. Makoto, Jack, Tenko, Kotoko, Mondo, Nagisa, Ibuki, Sayaka. 8 competitors, 1 unified title, all standing tall, holding on to hope, hearts racing with the same pulse as that of a samurai woman. It's your final 8. Let's see how this unfolds. Who will be champion? Night 4 begins with Sayaka discovering Nagisa hanging upside down from a telephone pole. Nobody's really sure what happened, but Nagisa certainly isn't alive to tell the tale. Mondo, Jack, Kotoko, Ibuki all find a big red button. Mondo presses it, and they all watch in horror, saying, "You've doomed us all!" They expect something bad to happen, but instead they just hear the horns start playing, and let me tell you, sound those horns. Thank you, Horn Bears. I appreciate it, but I do want to get back to Samurai Woman, because we don't usually hear this lovely samurai. There's a lot of times we skip the Samurai Woman, and we don't want to do that today. I would love to just really drink this in, because I feel like we're about to leave Samurai Woman once I click proceed. Tinko finds an Etch-a-Sketch, ends up breaking it out of frustration, and Makoto sees a fire but stays hidden. We'll go to day 5, as Kotoko finds the Infinity Gauntlet, but it doesn't have any Infinity Stones with it. So she just beats Makoto to death with it. Goodness gracious. Genocide Jack immediately wakes up and has pancakes for breakfast. Jack, you're already in this World Pancake Championship match, but I appreciate that. And maybe this is a sign of things to come. Freaking Sayaka receives a vision of herself dying brutally at the hands of Mondo and Tenko. As she sees them approaching, she is unable to change her future and dies by their hands. I guess she really was a psychic. It wasn't just intuition, it was a spoiler. Ibuki drives up to McDonald's, wants to get an ice cream machine, and I'm sorry, an ice cream, not the whole machine, but maybe she wants the whole machine. Maybe she'll get it, how lucky. We only lost 3, which means we'll still hear Samurai Woman after this terrible turnabout 4. Nagisa, Makoto, Sayaka. Mondo has a 1 in 6 chance of being Triple Crown Mondo. Ibuki has a 1 in 6 chance? 1 in 5 chance? Am I miscounting? We lost 3 people. We don't get to see his Samurai Woman again. What am I talking about? We have 5 people left. I thought we had 9 for a second. Not 8. Which means there's a 20% chance now that Mondo will become Triple Crown Mondo. There's a 20% chance that Ibuki will be a 3-time singles champion. It's a 20% chance that Jack brings the titles back to the squad. Tinko, 20% chance that she holds her first gold in this series, and Kotoko, 20% chance that it's her time to shine and not linger in the darkness. It's your final 5, and they're all caught in a championship match. It is what we like to call a golden crisis of fate. Jack, Tinko, Kotoko, Mondo, Ibuki. Who will stride to the top will proceed, and we will see. Kotoko is bleeding out. Thankfully, she receives fresh blood from an unknown sponsor. Tinko berates Jack for not protecting her buddy better, and Ibuki says no triple crown today, stabs Mondo with a tree branch. It is all ladies now. Kotoko, Tinko, Jack, and Ibuki. As we proceed, it is the final 3. Ibuki tries to spearfish with a trident. Kotoko and Jack insult each other relentlessly after getting into a bloody fight, and Tinko tries to become a beekeeper, but the bees, they ain't happy. It is Ibuki for 3 times. It is Jack to bring it back, and it is Kotoko to escape the darkness and live in the light. It is your final 3, and it is a terrible turnabout for Mondo, Tinko. There is a 33% chance that the title comes back to the squad. There is a 33% chance that all those 3s are insinuating that Ibuki becomes the 3-time singles champion, and there is a 33% chance that Kotoko walks out of this one as champion, escaping the darkness and embracing the light. Now, look at it like this. Kotoko really needs to win it for red team. Because if blue team wins, oh my goodness, they are snatching the lead. They are really walking out with it. Right now, Kotoko's the only chance that they have for big points. If Ibuki or Jack wins, that's extending the lead tremendously. If Kotoko gets second place, they'll have, what, 6 points, but blue team will just be skyrocketing. I don't know what's going to unfold, but I can tell you that between these 3, it's still a crisis of fate. Jack to bring it back to the squad. Ibuki for the 3 times. For the 3rd time. 3-time champ Ibuki. Could she do it, the first in history, or will it be Kotoko? Escaping the darkness and embracing the light will proceed, and we will see that. Jack thinks about winning and bringing the title back. Jack, bring it back. Kotoko goes to the dog shelter and lets all the dogs out, so it was you who did it. And Ibuki just thinks about home. Well, let me think. Ooh. Genocide Jack convinces Ibuki not to kill her, only to kill her instead. It will not be a triple for Ibuki. It will be Jack versus Kotoko, as Kotoko wants a nickname similar to sharpshooting still-minded big sister Sarah. Who knows, you might get one. But you gotta win this match. Will she do it? I don't know, but it is, for right now, a terrible turnabout for Ibuki. We'll see everybody's status. In terms of the songs, it is Pressing Pursuit versus Samurai Woman. It is Genocide Jack versus Kotoko. It is an Ultra Despair Girls-esque battle. And with that, I must ask you one question alone. Who will it be? Jack? Kotoko? Will it be Jack to bring it back? Genocide Jack wants to bring that title back to the squad. The squad wants to hold not only the tag team titles currently, but we want to hold the singles champion of champions title as well. Could she do it? It is a distinct possibility. We were like yelling, hey, season 10, season of the squad, maybe it's season 11 if Jack wins this one. However, she's got an unstoppable force standing in her way. During the feast, Kotoko found a staff. Kotoko found an ancient scepter. Her ancient scepter. She's been embracing this darkness. But could the allure of gold have her walk into the light? Jack to bring it back. Kotoko to embrace the light. Jack. Kotoko. Kotoko. Jack. What will unfold? We must proceed, and we will see that between these two ladies, Genocide Jack to bring that title back, Kotoko to hold gold, for the first time, we proceed and see the result. Or both, or neither. I'm just gonna put that out here as I proceed and we see that. Did you know that a group of Komodo dragons is called a bank? And it's almost ironic because genocide. Actually, wait, hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait just a second. Second minute, girls, right? Oh, it's true! It's true! She did not win. But I'm really not mad about that because I'm actually very pleased about the champion now. Or the champion who's just claimed the title. She may have pissed off a bank of Komodo dragons and got killed for her actions, however. It was not in vain because she walking in to the Champion of Champions match for not Teru's title, not Mizuki's title, but your, and we'll play this actually, but your winner's title. The original plan was to play the victor song at the end of this, so you know. I gotta say, this looks good for your winner. Things took a turn for the better in the feast. She found an ancient scepter, a staff leaning on the cornucopia, and with it, she marched her way to the top. She walked her way into the light, and she now holds gold. Your winner and new Danganronpa Hunger Games Champion of Champions. A master of the dark arts. In her element, she was unstoppable and now has the title to prove it. She stopped the squad. She stopped the preseason princess moniker. You don't know her by those names anymore. You know her as the champion. The new Danganronpa Hunger Games Champion of Champions. Kotoko takes the win. Proud of her. But let's end this bad boy. Congratulations to Kotoko. Your new Danganronpa Hunger Games Champion of Champions. You could say it's been a long time coming, that maybe she should have held some gold. Well, let me tell you, the preseason princess has found her way in season 11. Genocide Jack got second place. I was expecting, one more of these secret achievements to hit, but it honestly, I mean, it still has plenty of chances to hit, but like, I'm shocked it didn't hit today. It wasn't a small game. We had what, like 30, 36, we would have had 36, there's 37 people now. Let me make sure I cross this out, because I did not cross it out. Congratulations to Kotoko, the champion of champions. The new champion of champions. She made it. She came, she saw, and she won. Genocide Jack in second place and Ibuki in third, and let me tell you, their team most definitely needed it. That means that blue team still picked up 4 points, so I can't like shake a tail at them. They're down 19, but because it's a championship episode, red jumps from 3 to 13 thanks to Kotoko. She needed that to help red team not get absolutely demolished, and boy did she do it, not just for herself, for the team, for Samurai Woman. She made it. Congratulations. Tenko in fourth, good on her. Mondo fifth, I was kind of hoping for Mondo, I really was. I was like, Triple Crown Mondo, that sounds nice, but Kotoko taking this win, that's pretty nice as well. Freaking Sayaka does not get her gold today. Will she ever get it? Who knows? Makoto in 7th, Nagisa in 8th, Chihiro rounding off your top 9, but my man's Gundam rounding off your top 10. Good job, Samurai Woman. Good song, might be one of my favorites. Isn't my favorite of these songs Rebel Heart? I love Rebel Heart. But that is that. Kotoko is champion. We'll do a slow scroll through everybody else. Well, what a game it was. Teru 24th, Mizuki 34th. They both lose their titles today. And Kotoko picks up a big victory. But now Togami, ever seething, drops back down to 5% chance. Now Kotoko is being targeted. Will Togami hit it again? It's a possibility. We'll have to wait and see. In fact, it could be interesting. Togami could reign again and then win. He could win this match. He 100% could. And when he reigns again, and then Kotoko would be like, I walked in the light and now I'm back to the chaos. And I think that would be pretty entertaining. However, ladies and gentlemen, that is this episode. Kaito last place. We're not going to talk about that. We're just going to hope for better days for Kaito. My gosh, it all started with Kaito. We're not going to talk about it. We're just not going to mention that. But Kotoko won this whole thing because of Komodo dragons. Jack killed some Komodo dragons earlier, and I was like, good on you, Jack. They got their revenge. I really need to amp up animal control ASAP. But I'm excited because maybe next week, we will. Yeah, oh, that's a big maybe on next week. Next week, yeah, maybe not. Maybe it might be the week after next week. I just remembered. I have a graduation for my cousin to go through next week, so I don't know if I'll have time to do that one. So in the coming days, in the coming probably 2 weeks, sometime in the coming 2 weeks, we will have that World Pancake Championship match where we will proceed and we will see. Ibuki and Nagisa 5 KOs. But they couldn't come out on top. They both had fantastic games. Freaking Saka and the new champion Kotoko, and Mondo, and Taka the bros, had 3. Everyone else with 2 or less, 2 being the champion, former champion rather, Teru. Kotoko walks out of this one as champion. Congratulations, and we will go back to the reaping? We will go back to the reaping. What a fantastic game. I added a bunch of events, not a lot of them showed up, but a couple of them showed up, a couple of them. I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope you enjoy your new champion, Kotoko. Taking a much needed win for Red Team. She capitalized when she was like, I will not have my team be down by so much. If she did not come through, that 10 points would have been devastating. But as we bring up the bracket, it is 19-13, only a 6-point differential. That is a one game could change that. One game can now change that. It is now not abysmal. It is ascertainable for Red Team. Will they do it? I don't know. But as you see there, Kotoko, new champion, and Jack is also on that bracket. Could she still bring the title home to the squad? It's a possibility. Am I mad that the squad didn't get those titles back? That title back now? I'm not really that mad. Kokichi still has a tag team title. And you know what? Kotoko, deserving champion. She's earned it. Preseason, it's always been her jive. But now, she is champion. Stay classy. Until tomorrow, tag team action. Toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thanks for watching.